Hey guys, how are you?
Good, my
Ken, how
friend.
are you?
I'm calling from the great state of Nebraska tonight.
All
I
right.
love Nebraska. Yeah.
My question has to do with DV, and for example, let's say the DV happens in the front yard, or it's a rolling DV, and the people get to their house, and our suspect goes into the house, and our victim is outside, and obvious, the DV is obvious. There's blood, let's say, for example, on her face.
Yep.
Can we go in searching for that suspect, basing a lot of it on the destruction of evidence exception? Is that a good standby to go in?
Who's going first? We got a lot of people on the line here. Who's going?
John, you want to take a first stab at this, or you want me to go?
You go, Anthony. We've been here for hours.
All right. Look, and actually, look. Let me show you. Like this is the. I mean, there's they got these telephone booths. You ever seen these, John? These telephone booths where you go in there and have. Yeah. The Spirit Airlines has
I
these.
can see it when I walk by. The door opens for a second. I look in there like, ooh, that looks nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, not for you.
Walking down to the vending machine.
They're like, beat it, you Spirit Airlines connoisseur. So that's why it looks kind of weird, because the desk is kind of low. But anyway, let me take a stab at this. Look, based on these very limited facts, a blood trail. We already have the blood outside. I'm not sure why we have to collect the blood. I just, it's not a real, it's not a hard sell for me. I don't personally feel very compelled to get in there for that reason alone. But let me just share with you what I think is kind of going on here. I think that if you have the victim outside and you have probable cause that he or she, right? But normally it's the she, that she is the victim of domestic violence. The next question is, all right, can you access him, right? If you can get consent from her, for example, right? And she says, yeah, go in and get him, right? And you can walk into that house. As long as he does not say no, do not enter before you step past that threshold. Once you get past the threshold, you're in. He goes with you, even if he's in a back bedroom. That's the way I view it, because the primary invasion of privacy has already been conducted. It's already been done. But if he's at the window, or he's at the security door, and he says, hey, get the hell out of my house, I don't want to talk to you, whatever, you can't go with consent. That's Georgia versus Randolph. The next exception in line is actually exigency. And the way that I call this, that somebody's saying freshly committed crime. There is no freshly committed crime exception in the Fourth Amendment, just so you know. You still need exigency, right? And the exigency, the way I look at this is that if she wants to re-enter her home, she has a right to do that. This guy does not have a right to keep her out of her own home. And the next thing is, if she goes in there alone, will she likely be battered and abused by him? The answer is yes, especially with the blood trail. Wait, John and Mike, what my analogy on here is the guardian angel theory. I just think that the cops become the guardian angel, because, and I have case law to kind of support this idea. But the thing is, if the courts say no, you can't go in, blah blah blah, there's no agency, then they're saying that, hey, you go in by yourself. If you need us, just give us a call back to 911. I don't think courts really are going to tell her that she has to take a risk like that. I think that she gets to go back in her home and not have to wait 2 hours for a piece of paper, say a search warrant, or actually an arrest warrant in this case. That's my thinking on this, guys.
Oh, 100% agree. I mean, what right does he have to exclude her from her home? Just throw environmental conditions in. It's cold outside, she's got nowhere to go. Well, that's her damn house,
Yeah.
She go in there. That's her place. So yeah.
Now, John, can I throw a monkey wrench in for you? Let's say that she is outside. She said she's been battered. He doesn't want to play ball, so we don't have consent from him. And she's like, you know what? I got to tell you, I don't really want to go back into that house. I'm actually done for tonight. I'm going to go to my sister's house. She goes to her sister's. Can we still go in there and get him? Forget the evidence argument, okay? I'm not really, with the very limited facts, I don't think that there's agency to get any evidence at this point. But can we still go in there and wrap him up? And
Bottom line is,
what do you think?
why are we going in there? Are we going in there to arrest him?
Yes.
We're going in to conduct a warrantless arrest.
But John, I got to tell you, it's a felony, okay? In this state, it's going to be a felony. It's substantial bodily harm. There's blood outside. There is nobody else inside that house, so I don't want to let you think that there's kids in there and there's no gunplay. But look, it is a serious crime, John. We have to go in there and get him. Do you agree?
It sounds like a serious violent felony,
It is, John.
right?
We have to go in there and get him. Do you agree?
No,
Why not?
we can't go in there.
Why not?
Because
What case law do you have?
the severity of the crime doesn't allow entry.
Peyton killed the guy, Anthony. Get off my back.
Talking
Talking
about
about
Peyton.
Peyton?
Are we going Peyton versus New York? Is that what we're relying on here?
I think that's what Mike says.
United
Kill
States
the guy.
Supreme Court?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wait, Sean's one of my most astute students. Sean, based on my devil's advocate to John, are you saying that we can go in based on felony alone? You better correct yourself before you wreck yourself.
Better rein that in, Sean.
No, look. No, look, I know a lot of cops feel very emotionally, morally compelled to go in there and grab him because he committed a serious crime, but that's not going to get you in the house. And that's the point, right? That's the Peyton case, John.
Yep. Yeah. Severity of the crime doesn't allow entry. You need exigency. You need to have a reason to go in there, and just to go in and arrest somebody isn't enough. And I mean, if we want a great example of that, why don't we just talk about that Colorado case, right?
Oh, is that the one with the taser?
Yeah, tased him in the genitals, and the dude fell back, whacked his head on a stool, had a stroke.
Yeah.
$7 million. Officer pled guilty to assault. Backup officer resigned.
So, John, I'm glad you actually brought that up because did you actually show that video during the class? Is that why we're talking about this or no?
No, we didn't show that one.
You're all call-ins tonight, Anthony. We've been rolling. We're getting out coins like crazy tonight.
No, nice. So, the one thing, John, I want to kind of use as a touching off point or whatever. That's kind of or leaping off point is that a lot of cops do believe, okay, that if a person answers the door and they open the door to the police, if they have probable cause to arrest that person, no arrest warrant, okay, purely probable cause, that because they opened the door, they're now in plain view. Mike, is that how you look at it?
I was like, you reach in there, you want to grab them so badly. They're just right there, huh? But they're inside
right there. But they're 4 feet. They are past. They're inside their castle, 3 feet inside their castle. But Mike, you understand though, they've opened the door to the police.
Oh,
can we grab them? Yes or no?
No body snatching.
No body snatching. Okay.